So guys, this is the third week, let's say, like of the lockdown lessons, where I'm going to be covering like some of the Xingyi and Bagua methods, just kind of introductory methods for you once again. This week, I'm going to kind of just kind of quickly recover, let's say, some of the static, let's say, wuxing, which is basically the 5-element, let's say, fist, wuxing quan, and I'm also going to kind of cover, let's say, some of the more I'd say more interesting versions, some of the basic bagua handwork. I don't necessarily have someone here, let's say, to help me, let's say, assist with the filming, and I am kind of working from a kind of a basic production mode of, let's say, just a stand and a camera. But hopefully, let's say, I'll be able to kind of demonstrate to you a couple of interesting things for this particular lesson. So just starting off, let's say, once again with the wuxing chuan. So we have P, chuan, bong, pao, hung. So the fifth one that I didn't cover the last time, which was hung, means crossing fist. I'll do a quick a recap, let's say, of each one of the fists for you, from the static position, and then I'll actually show you a start off, let's say, of P chuan, and then chuan, and then let's say bong after that, once again. And hopefully, let's say, with the distancing, I'll be able to, let's say, show you pao and hung as well, just the basics of it. So just starting off, let's say, from the stationary position here, once again, just a little bit shoulder width, let's say, apart, nice and relaxed, bend the knees, hands go down, lifting up, breathing in, up to the crown of the head, breathing out, pushing down, breathing in, turn to the side, drill up, P. Okay, so P chuan, we have draw back, drill up, chop, draw back, drill up, chop, draw back, drill up, chop. Now for, let's say, for chuan, you start off from here once again, okay, santi, sure. So here, or this position, let's say, that you would hold in santi, but we're doing it in a static, let's say, just shoulder width apart, let's position, just focusing on the handwork, okay. So from here, let's say, you wave the hand out, you grab, chuan, wave the hand out, grab, chuan, wave the hand out, grab, chuan, wave the hand out, grab, chuan, okay. So the next after that, let's say, is bong. So here, so for bong, you close both the hands and you pound out, let's say, from, let's say, the center. Okay, so that's bong. So bong is crushing fist, and move forward, you're crushing forward, let's say, into your target, okay. Now pao, okay. So pao, you're holding here, let's say, once again, okay. What you're doing is you pass out, draw down, draw the chi in, breathing in, turning off to the side, you drill up with this hand, drilling up, and then you pound out, let's say, with the other palm, so with the other hand. So you're here, coming out, once again, grabbing in the force, drawing down the chi, turning to the other side, drilling up, nice, and see this kind of coil that's going on, let's say, with my hips, and on my stomach, let's say, with the abdomen, let's say here, you can see that coil going on, drilling up, here, pow, drawing in once again, okay, so that's pow, okay. So we've done P, chuan, bong, pao, okay. Now hung. So hung, you're basically you're here, let's say, a shoulder width, let's say, apart, let's say, once again, okay. From here, draw in, and now you're turning, see this turn, this twist, okay, see that twist that's going on. So from here, let's say you have the turn, hung. So this is kind of an arc coming out and coming down to here, okay. And then from the other side, hung. So once again, it's a curling, see this curl going on? Curling out, and let's hitting. So hung can be kind of used as a kind of a catch underneath, let's say like someone's, let's say like bridge arm, or kind of coming over the top. Let's say if you want to set up, let's say how would you say, a headlock like, or a neck like, or crank. But like essentially what it is, it like when Wang was explaining like hung to me as a kind of an actual, let's say like one of the attacking, let's say, elements like the palms, he said it's a support, let's say like your hand, really, whereby you can either use it either as a deflection, or you're kind of getting it as a kind of, let's say like a kind of an offset, let's say like kind of, let's say, a counter strike. So like let's say like for example, if someone, let's say like push your hand off like the way, let's say like here, okay, let's say if I punch out here, there's the person's face, they block it off to the side from here. Now from here, let's say like what he kind of like described is you can go under the bridge, let's say here, and you're basically hitting like the ribs, the underneath, let's say like the throat, let's say like here on the inside, the stomach, the groin, or let's say like if you're on the outside, let's say to the inside, they block this way and you're kind of coming out this way. It's a strike like to the back of the kidneys, let's say like or like to the floating ribs like as well. So I mean, Hung Chuan, let's say like as an actual striking, let's say like let's say part of the actual regime like within like the wuxing, it really can be either used as a kind of a backup, or more so let's say like as a kind of a blocking or a kind of a clearing, let's say like element. Because let's say if you kind of move into someone, let's say like from here, you can then let's say like use Hung to kind of like clear the hand out of the way to bung bung Xuan like once again. So there's a number of different like ways you can kind of use, let's say like this as a way of kind of clearing, move something out of the way, which then allows you then to kind of go across the bridge. See the drop down of the other hand, like kind of catching the other hand, pulling it back, smashing through, let's say Xuan like once again, like this maneuver, let's say like in Xuan, like this can be used, let's say like as a kind of a trap, let's say like so from here, let's say, so if let's say you've met like someone, let's say here, that slight wave of the hand, see that slight wave, it's a trap. Or let's say like I've kind of controlled, let's say their hand like just for that like instant, like from there, let's say you can do, let's say some of the stuff from Pow, like where you kind of like drop back, you can pull someone down here, and Pow like you'll move out, let's say like once again. So kind of Pow, let's say like has a kind of this kind of dropping down like element before it explodes up once again. So you can kind of catch the person's hand, draw them down or yank them off like your balance, and then push into them to hit underneath, let's say like or do whatever like kind of strikes you want, let's say like after that. There's lots of different kind of options that you can actually like do with Pow. So like just kind of getting back like to Hung like once again, like from here, once you've let's say like got let's say your position and you're nice and relaxed, closing both of the hands, you see that twist to the waist and that expression going up. So you have, watch, really slowly here, and then moving to the other side and to the other side once again. Okay, so that's like practicing like Hung like in a kind of a stationary, let's say, position. I mean overall, let's say like each one of these, let's say like striking like methods like linking with each other. Just to kind of like maybe give a kind of a little kind of an example, let's say like of it. Let's say if I was kind of let's say trapping, let's say like someone's hand, let's say like here, Xuan, I've kind of got a crank, let's say like on the actual person's like arm, like maybe let's say like from there, let's say like I can lean forward, drawing up, and I have like a Pow Chuan like strike. Or let's say like I could have, let's say like Hung like as a kind of moving across, let's say like a kind of caught like here, and Hung from there, let's say like I can press down on the person, and then like rising up, let's say like into a strike like underneath, let's say like the chin. So just to kind of show that like once again, so we have, let's say, a kind of a catch, I press down, see this press down coming forward up underneath the chin, let's say like with Pow Chuan. Okay, another kind of like example, let's say like you could, let's say like kind of step back, like from a kind of a strike, like and kind of like peel, let's say like down, as in you've taken the person down, from there, let's say like you have kind of like the pow element, like kind of the step back a little bit, and then you come forward, let's say like once again like to strike like forward underneath the chin, or let's say like to the ziphoid process. Or I mean, this kind of like makes a lot more sense at a later stage when you're doing things, let's say like wuxing Xingyi, which is basically the kind of the link, let's say like sets like with a partner, let's say. So you'll see, let's say like how, let's say like all these small little turns, all these drops, these kind of maneuvers like which kind of lead you into the next, like you really begin to see, let's say, how the kind of like the 5 elements, let's say like kind of expresses itself like combatively. And kind of sadly, like due to the coronavirus, I can't really like demonstrate like or show that like to you, but hopefully at a later stage, like once this whole, let's say, pandemic like lifts, we'll be able to kind of like show a couple of more, let's say like ideas. But that really, let's say like is, let's say like quite a lot, let's say like of the material from a stationary like position. Now, just to kind of show you, let's say like from a, let's say a little bit more, let's say like of let me see if I can bring it up a little bit more here. Yeah, let me see my feet. Okay, so I'm just backing up just like that little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of show, let's say like a little bit, let's say like of P1, like Xuan, Bong, and Pow. Okay, just to kind of give you an idea that I did cover like quite a bit of it last week in the other lesson, but just to kind of give you an idea, let's say like from, let's say like another angle. So if you can see me, let's say like in, let's say like the camera, let's say like here. Okay, so from this position, sun t-shirt. Okay, from here, P, chopping fist. Okay, once again from sun t-shirt, we have Xuan. Okay, so Xuan is wrap in, come out, close the hand, coming forward, uppercut strike. Okay, then we have like a bone. So bong here, crushing. So there's a number of different like stepping patterns like for bong chuan, crushing fist. But I'm just going to show you like the kind of the half inch like or the short step like version. So this is basically, you're basically kind of sliding forward, let's say like with the front foot here, and the other foot is kind of dragging in like behind. And then like the other foot like kind of springs forward, let's say like go after that. Okay. So almost imagine kind of like both your legs are kind of tied together, let's say like by an elastic band. That's how we kind of like to kind of think of it. So from here, once again, Pao Chuan. So Pao Chuan, you're basically going off on like with a diagonal. Okay. So from here, putting all your weight, let's like on the right leg. You're looking like you're to the left hand side, and you're going off on the diagonal. Pao. Slide forward like once again, draw the chi in, and now let's say you're going off like to the other side. How? Okay. So we've covered, let's say like your it's a P, Bong, Xuan, Bong, and Pow. So Bong finally. Okay. So from here, once again, it's on t-shirt. Okay. You close the fists, you come off like go to the side, slide off like go slightly, and hung. Step forward like go once again slightly, come up to the other side on the diagonal. Okay, so that should kind of like give you, let's say, quite an idea, let's say, like as regards like the moving like steps. I know, let's say, I'm not filming like this perfectly, but it should, let's say, like give you an idea. The last kind of like a thing I wanted to kind of maybe just recap, like from previous like lessons, like is just the kind of the relationship, let's say, like between the relationship between like the hand movements, let's say, and the staff, like guan or qian, which is the spear. So just to kind of give you a little kind of an example, let's let go of that. So if I was, let's say, like doing, let's say, like the power movement. Okay, so here. Okay. relating that, let's say, like go back to the spear or the staff. So I have, let's say, like go this position here. So I'm doing an uppercut strike. Boom. Going all the way up, let's say, like underneath, let's say, like with the person's like go chin, and then like go a kind of a counter strike, like go kind of startling once again. Bring it back to here. You've hit the staff like the whole way down. You've done a parry where you kind of either trap their weapon onto the ground, and then you're stepping forward like once again in pow. Okay. So same, let's say, like with quan. Just to kind of like show, let's say, like from this side, let's say, like a little bit, okay? Like this particular movement where you kind of move your hand out of the way, like go a little bit, or kind of wave. You wave, and then you're going up and coming back like once again. So you wave, coming back up once again, and stepping back. Okay. Same, let's say, like go with like your bung. So from here, let's say, like go with bung, you're basically stepping forward slightly, edging up slightly, and then let's say you can come back like go once again, like go and tiao, which is basically the flick up. And once again, bung, tiao, bung, tiao. Okay. Now, if we're kind of going, let's say, talking about, let's say, like maybe P. P can be done like in a number of like different ways, but just to kind of like show, let's say, like the simplest like one, where you're kind of coming up, let's say, like from here. So you lift up, tiao, just about 45 degrees, then stepping forward, P, smashing down. You can also, let's say, like do P like as a block, like to the side this way, P, coming over the shoulder slightly, and then smashing down like once again. Okay. So you can, let's say, like do, let's say, like P as a kind of a parry out this way, and then coming around, and then coming down like once again. But I just kind of want to give you kind of the essential kind of like ideas like with P. So here, the lance like against your waist, tip of the staff like facing into the opponent's like face, let's say, like our direction. You're doing a slight lift parry upwards, stepping up, and then you're stepping forward, smashing down. Okay. The other alternative, as I showed, so you step up, let's say, like go with the front foot, you block down to the side, bring it up over the shoulder, transfer all your weight, let's say, like go and like go to the right leg, and then you're coming down, smashing down once again. Okay. So maybe showing it, let's say, from another, let's say, like angle here. So here, holding the staff, you drop your weight, let's say, you shuffle forward just that little bit. Leg comes up to meet, coming around the shoulder, smashing down. You could then combine that, let's say, like once again, let's say, like with the other one, where you kind of like step forward that little bit. You have a tiao flicking up, stepping forward, smashing down. You can also do this like a maneuver, let's say, like stepping back. So if you're stepping back, blocking, coming over the shoulder, smashing down, let's say, like once again. Okay. So you're probably, let's say, like wondering, let's say, like how hung like works like into this. Okay. So hung, let's say, like is this particular movement. See the kind of the pass out from underneath. This. You're moving something, let's say, like go out of the way. So you're here. So if I was doing that, let's say, like go empty-handed, let's say. Like if I had a staff like on my hand, okay. This way. This way. So it's this kind of opening kind of out, let's say, like a reversal, let's say, like a maneuver with the staff that really relates, like go back to hung. This type of, see, let's say, like with this hand underneath, coming under as a block, and if you follow through, let's say, like with the full arc here, so that has the kind of the flavor that's kind of going on this underneath, let's say, like a type of like a parrying, let's say, like a maneuver. So that really is kind of what's going on, like go between the relationship between, let's say, the whooshing like on the staff, like as well as like with the spear. And I was, let's say, like kind of, let's say, told by Wang when I was training, it is good like to start off like a warm up like with a staff or a heavy like a pole before doing the whooshing, because it does get your kind of blood pumping and also loosening loosening out, let's say, your body with a large weapon, moving the shoulders, all these type of maneuvers. It's great just for loosening out, like the wrists, like the elbows, like the shoulders, like everything. But like if I was concentrating on, let's say, like one particular, let's say, thing for a day, let's say, or doing one particular technique, like just going like let's say in pow, where let's say we're here, and I'm kind of, let's say, like doing that uppercut, like strike, boom, and I have the drawback, like strike, catching, like or pulling the person down. This type of like footwork, boom, boom. You get that almost kind of like a pendulum, let's say, like effect, let's say, going on like with the strikes, where you can kind of move in or dodge out, let's say, like so here, let's say you can actually parry off. So here, just as an example, if you're parrying off, let's say, this, moving something out of the way, and you get the uppercut strike underneath, let's say, like they move like forward, like once again, and you're smashing back down on them. So a lot of the kind of footwork like on Xingyi is very compact. It really teaches you to go in, go out, like and kind of like basically go in, you hit them hard, and then you retract, or you move off to the side, or do whatever you want, let's say, within your own kind of game plan, like after that. But it really is teaching you like a kind of quick, agile footwork, and the ability to use your body, let's say, as one whole striking like force, like you're moving in. So I'm going to stop there, let's say, like just for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to walk through, let's say, like some of the Baguazhang like material like with you as well. Okay. Okay, so the continuation, let's say, like of this like lesson, let's say, I'm going to kind of like move on, let's say, like with some like the kind of the what would be described as the kind of the teacup, let's say, exercises within Baguazhang. I'm also going to kind of like go through like some of the kind of the real kind of basic like fundamentals, like just getting that coiling like force, let's say, like as well. So I really do have like quite a number, let's say, videos, let's say, on the channel covering the teacup exercises. They are like on the Baguazhang like playlist, like on Core to Combat Extrema. So I would, let's say, like highly recommend like to you like to go to the playlist and have a look at some of the teacup Jibing Gongfa videos like that are put up. Most of them are between, let's say, like 10 to 15 minutes each, and they do cover like quite a bit in depth, so to speak. But what I wanted to kind of, let's say, like cover, let's say, like today is just like some of the basic kind of methods like for starting off, let's say, like to integrate the waist, and also, let's say, as I said, like some of the teacup, let's say, like exercises. So just to kind of like show it, let's say, like from this side, let's say, like first of all, okay. So from here, let's say, like I'm relaxing, okay. And from here, let's say, like I'm going to do like a piercing, like hand, like forward, like in a step. This is very similar, like to leaning on the horse, let's say, like asking the way in the actual Lao Bajang with the Zhangrong Jiao form. So we're here, basically like relax, let's say, like in here, relaxing, and then basically you drill up, okay. So this is a drilling or intercepting, let's say, like motion, or an uplifting like a motion, okay. From here, what I'm doing is I'm relaxing back, absorbing, coming through, and this is a double press palm after that, okay. So from here, then you step forward, you drill up here, you relax back, double press palm forward, and then let's see you drill up once again, okay. So you can keep, let's say, repeating, let's say, like that particular like your motion, let's say, like for at least like 10 like times, like and then like simply, let's say, like turn around. But just to kind of go through like the essentials, let's say, of it, like with your hands. What you're doing, let's say, like here, when you're dropping your weight, you're learning like to actually kind of like almost springboard yourself forward, let's say, like a kind of a runner. So like this is kind of like pushing you to this, where you can intercept like a meet, let's say, like quite easily. The next like a maneuver after that is an absorption type of like a maneuver. So we're here. See how the hands kind of cross like slightly, and then double press forward. Okay. So this can be used like for setting up like a chin na, a kind of the underhand like kind of grasp, like we catch a tendon or something else like that. There's lots of different applications like off it. But essentially, like what it is teaching is that like once you make contact, you can move with the force. Trap, moving forward, And then it's once again, like after that, once you kind of transferred your weight, like go forward, you're then coming up once again, drilling. Okay. So from here, you kind of like go lean back, like go absorb, curl the hands in once again, double pressing palm, and then the hand underneath, then comes up like go after that, drilling up and meeting. Okay. So there's a number kind of like options like go after that. Let's say like where this could be used as either an intercept, or someone's caught your hand and you're using it to kind of like go break a hold, or someone grabs like both your hands like and you kind of let's say like you do a double, let's say like kind of pass out and press. This can also be like a strike down like to the kidneys, let's say like, or to the groin, or like to the floating rib like as well. So these type of things like they are like very much like worth learning. So that let's say like will be one let's say like example let's say like of the kind of the drilling let's say like palm let's say options. Now from here let's say like another let's say like option off of that, let's say if you want to add like to the next layer. So we have let's say from here, drop down, drilling up, coming back, pressing out, and now what we can do let's say like is drill down. Let's say like this can be a kind of catching the person's like hand and pulling them down to here, rising up, and you're basically like pushing out like pounding in let's say like with the palm like after that like as well. So what we have is from here, let's say drop the body weight, drill up, coming out, push forward, coming down, drilling down, then drilling back up like once again, drilling back up once again, and then you're turning out and stepping forward and pounding like into the chest. Okay. So those are kind of like some of the kind of the options let's say you can let's say like do let's say like go from the drilling hand. Okay. So another let's say option let's say like go after that, kind of showing like some of the things let's say like where you kind of pushed out like with the palm. Okay. From here let's say like you can then let's say like kind of drop down like once again, and then let's say you can basically like rise up with this, and then you're pushing up. So rather than pounding in, you're pushing upwards with the striking palm. Okay. So those like sequences like can be like linked like together like quite easily. If you do, let's say like you have like any questions on that, I probably, as I said, like I just ask you to kind of refer like back like to the material that was on the playlist like in the YouTube channel, and I'm going to kind of go through let's say like a couple of let's say the teacup like exercises like very shortly. Okay. So from here let's say like once again you're just a little bit shoulder width apart. Okay. Okay. So from here let's say you're drilling up, let's say like to your right hand side, drilling up. From here you're clamping in, hold the ball, turning the body. Now see the way I'm engaging like with the waist here, and then let's say like from here let's say I'm actually like lifting up like and turning the body, turning around, dropping the weight, cutting down. Okay. Now we can continue on let's say like this movement like and do it from the other side. So we can kind of turning, clamping in, holding the ball. See the way I'm kind of twisting and coiling like with the waist, and then bringing out once again and pressing down. Okay. So the next like one let's say like after that. Okay. So I'm basically going to let's say like kind of let's say start like from here. So I'm going to once again relax, drill up, coiling in, coming around from here let's say, and now like what I'm going to do like is I'm going to turn let's say like turn out to this side and push let's say like up and then go underneath. Okay. So what we have is drilling up, clamping in, coming out, and what you're doing is you're drilling up like with this hand as this kind of comes over, shifting your weight, drawing up, turning out. Okay. So this particular like a maneuver let's say like is kind of common let's say like in the Zhang form let's say where you've let's say you've kind of come to here. Okay, you're drilling in, close the moon to open the door, or let's say like later on like in the farm, like it's known as like a rhinoceros looks at the moon, this particular like maneuver. But it's a great let's say like a maneuver for kind of like getting let's say like a catch and kind of like a break out of the let's say so it's a great maneuver for like releasing catches, but it's also like whereby you can kind of snake through a person's like guard and get a pounding like palm like strike like either like to the let's say like the xiphoid process, pericardium, let's say like the guts like or like the floating rib, or if you go a little bit lower you can go for the groin. So that catch like there's so many like different things like you can kind of do with that. So once again like to kind of recap that, so we're drilling up, clamping in, holding the ball. Now this one drills inside like the ball this time, turning to the other side, lifting up, and you drop your weight let's say slightly. Now if I was going to show it let's say with my feet let's say like involved, so we have here, so we drill up, clamping in, holding the ball. Now I'm drilling up through here, and I'm getting like the strike let's say like underneath. Okay, now you can let's say like reverse that maneuver whereby let's say you're kind of coming up this way, so I'll just show that one as well. So here, once again shoulder width apart, you're drilling up, clamping in, coming in underneath. Now this one drills up, this one drills up, and as you're turning let's say like you're coming up this way, pounding upwards underneath the chin or up underneath the, let's say like the pericardium or somewhere let's say like around there. Okay, so that let's say like in a nutshell like it kind of covers like quite a number of like the kind of the drilling kind of aspects let's say like in the basic like hand maneuvers let's say like bagua, just to kind of like maybe kind of filter some of this kind of out kind of from a martial like perspective. What are basically like a number of people like refer like to kind of like these type of kind of contact positions like goes the bridge. So this is the bridge like leading onto your opponent's arm. You can either go over the bridge or under the bridge, or you can collapse the bridge. So in some senses like you can basically like drop like the action and kind of come around it, let's say like kind of like leak through, let's say like and kind of come in with another like type of strike. But these maneuvers, let's say when you are like playing them, they can be used like to kind of wipe something out of the way, whereby you can either get a joint lock on or drop the person like down, or let's say you wipe out of the way to get a palm strike like to the face like to kind of just move. You're basically removing obstacles in front of you with these things. So whether it's like this kind of coiling, we've got this kind of coiling effect like that could be a person's arm like where I caught it like or kind of moved out of it. I'm getting a nice kind of joint lock like on from there like I've pressed down and then pierced up or smashed up like to their chin or jaw or like to their trachea, and I basically kind of ended the encounter, or I have to do something else from there. Like from here, like as I said, let's say the other like maneuvers, let's say like where you're basically kind of doing these, they're teaching you kind of to absorb the force and then kind of come back and to do let's say move and roll around like these things as well. So that's pretty much like the class like for today, guys. If you do have any questions around like some of the material, don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I hope you have let's say like good training like at home, and wishing you all safe training and keep safe and keep healthy. Thank you.